So International Baccalaureate, what is the IB program? It provides an international accepted qualification for college entry, and it is recognized by many universities worldwide. And it's designed for students who want to pursue a rigorous international and service-oriented curriculum. Here at Granada, it does consist of our PreIB program, which is for our 9th and 10th graders, and it prepares them for the IB diploma program, which begins in for our 11th and 12th graders. The PreIB program will develop students with a foundation for success in the diploma program beginning in 11th grade. So students in this program have access to an extensive network of programs and people, which include, like I mentioned, myself, the counselor, Mr. Lewis, the IB coordinator, and he works closely with all our IB students in the diploma program, and he guides them through the work that's required from them. We have our community service coordinator, Ms. Quintana, and she works closely with our students and walks them through every step of their community service projects as well. And then I will be the counselor who works with them throughout their entire time in the IB program, and I just support them alongside Mr. Lewis and Ms. Quintana. Okay, so I would like to briefly just talk about what drives our program, both academically and personally. IB provides multiple pathways that you can choose from, and those include our biological and chemical sciences. It includes our political science and international relations pathway, as well as a creative arts, which here it's more focused towards our visual arts as well. The beauty about the program here is that you're not held down to just one pathway. Students have the opportunity to pursue their interests and determine what best suits them. So we do have flexibility, and as you get to know the coordinator and we get to know the students, we'll be able to determine what's best for themselves. We also strive to develop confident individuals in our community. Therefore, on a personal level, the IB builds on students' public speaking, community service, and leadership skills. We also have strategic college planning. So in addition to Granada's College and Career Office supports, students in IB have the opportunity to get personalized college planning support. The coordinators do work very closely with students in creating a college plan for each one of them. So ultimately, in this program, students will experience a well-balanced, very rigorous curriculum, which will develop them into confident leaders and have them be part of our community in a very beneficial way. Okay. So there are two key questions that become the primary focus of teens and students at this age. I know many of you might have or experiences where your family tells you what they want you to be, or you're just very used to, this is what you need to do, and here's how to do it. So here, two main questions are, who am I, and how do I fit into the world that I'm in? So this program helps you answer these questions for yourself through various avenues. One, you are exposed to a more balanced cohort of students and teachers who you will build relationships with. And you'll get to know, you'll challenge each other, you'll share same ideas, you'll know how to really look and dive into topics of your interest. And those relationships will create a safe space for you, and it will allow students to explore their ideas and how they connect to the community. This will build on our students' confidence and their resilience, which in turn helps develop one's identity and a self of belongingness, which is what we all strive for. So who is IB for? IB is ideal for students interested in the following areas. We have our humanities pathway. So if you're interested in law, in politics, in public policy, or in international relations, this is a good program for you. If you're interested in medical sciences, in nursing, public health, environmental sciences, you will take the sciences pathway. Or also if you're into public speaking, we have our focus on speech, on the speech team, on the debate team, and on our Model United Nations team as well. So I also wanted to mention that IB students tend to have 6 to 7 years of science at the completion of the program, which many of our students will end the IB program with about 3 years of bio and 3 years of chemistry. And then this is also the only program that allows you to take 2 years of environmental science. Let's see. So how or what classes are required? For ninth graders, for all our IB ninth graders, you do start out with honors English. So every student coming in will be enrolled in honors English and in honors biology as their science. Not only does that meet your biological science for high school graduation, but you start building that science foundation for your future IB science classes. For world language, every IB 9 student will be required to take Spanish unless you have prior coursework in another language and you've completed coursework that allows you to enter that language. Spanish would be your main class. For your local option, ninth graders do take AP Human Geography. And again, local option is the equivalent of your elective class. Students are also required to take their GHC math, whether it's Algebra 2 or geometry. Students sometimes tend to be at different math levels, but that would be required along with your PE requirements. So ninth grade, every ninth grader does need to take PE here in Granada. In addition to this, all IB 9 students are required to complete assigned community service. This is outside of your coursework, and you will be working with our community service coordinator to meet those activities. In 10th grade, again, you'll continue with the honors English. 10th would be honors English 10. For science, it does open up more options for you, but the general would be honors chemistry. And then I'll tap into the options in a little bit. For world language, you will continue with your Spanish. And then history, all IB 10th graders are required to take AP European history. Students are also required to take their math and their PE. PE would consist of the second year. Many of our students do choose to take their PE during the summer for 10th grade, which opens up more opportunity and other options for you to take an extra class during the regular school year. So for those students who do take PE 10 during the summer, you have the option of taking a second science in addition to your honors chemistry. So it could be a combination of chemistry and AP bio or chemistry and AP physics. That's something that we will look into once we do begin scheduling, but that opens up the opportunity for you. You can also take an AP computer science course or IB global politics. Those are also options, as well as a second social science. So advancing to our IB diploma program. Our students, once they complete the pre-IB program, all students will advance to the diploma program, which begins in 11th grade, unless students have excessive absences, because the curriculum that we do have is intense and rigorous. We do need students to be here on a daily basis and make sure they're participating in their classes. Students who need credit recovery might not move forward to the diploma program, because once you enter the diploma program, you are required to have a 7-period schedule, which does not give you the flexibility of having the time that's required to take credit recovery classes. And our main focus will remain to make sure that students do complete the requirements for their high school diploma. So if we do see that doing the IB program will present a challenge in attaining the high school diploma, we will not recommend for someone to continue with the IB program. Or if students are missing components of the community service project or just missing excessive work, again, we would look at how we can have them move forward, or if it's just best to continue with a different program. The difference between IB and other programs is that much of the work is built on throughout 3 to 4 years to attain that IB diploma. So if a student falls behind and cannot complete it for the IB assessment, they will not be able to meet the elements needed for the IB diploma. So in 11th and 12th grade, which once we get closer to that period, we do provide different workshops and additional information to break down every course that's required. But to give you an overview of what would be required 11th and 12th grade in order to attain that IB diploma, you're looking at a 7-period schedule, which will consist of 6 courses and 1 theory of knowledge course. It would also include or require a 4,000-word extended essay, a community service project, and a combination of internal assessments, which can consist of presentations, portfolios, and labs. And those are the projects that you will be developing and working throughout your classes. It also includes external assessments, which consists of the written exams, the portfolios and the research essays that students will be preparing for the diploma program. So now I do want to just open it up for questions. Mr. Lewis is going to help me answer some of the questions that have already been asked. And if you have any additional ones, please feel free to just type them in on the Q&A.
Yeah, so go ahead and put those questions in the Q&A. If you have any, we'll be happy to address those. I do want to start and talk because I think one thing that sets IB apart in the 9th and 10th grade is the ability to really pursue a lot of interest in science courses. We have with us one of our science students extraordinaire in Josh Pereira. He's a senior in the program currently. And when Josh was a 9th grader, we didn't have the PreIB, the MYP, this 9th grade program. We've tried to build the program in a way that would allow students to basically get as many science classes as Josh took. So Josh, can you just take us through a little bit and let us know which science classes you took in your 4 years here at Granada?
Yeah, of course. So in my freshman year, I started off with AP Physics 1. And then my sophomore year, I took AP Biology and AP Physics 2. And then my junior year, I took IB HL Biology Year 2 and IB Chemistry Year 1, HL. And for my senior year, I'm taking AP Physics C, AP Computer Science A, and IB Chemistry Year 2.
Excuse me. Thank you, Josh. So that's basically every science class that we offer. Not quite every class, but certainly every science subject that we offer. And that's kind of the way it can go for those of you interested in science. We can have 1 year freshman year, 2 years of science your sophomore year, 1 or 2 junior year, and then in Josh's case, we have 3, including the computer science elective in senior year. Okay, so we have a question. If a kid is in iGranada for 9-10, do they get a chance for the 11-12 program? How can they get in? That answer is yes. However, and this is a very big however, you have to be admitted to the campus first, to the main campus first. So we've had it in the past where she likes it when I talk on this chair. Normally she leaves me alone, but anytime I'm talking, she's trying to get them up. So we've had it in the past where we've had great students who want to join the program, but weren't actually part of the main campus. They were still on iGranada. And unfortunately, we can't sort of like get them onto the main campus through the IB program. So yes, we can get students in who are in iGranada, but they have to be admitted to the main campus first for 11th grade.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing that we discussed with the IB program was a focus on community service. We have a ton of great academic programs at Granada. Like no matter what you're interested in, you can pursue it at Granada. However, I think what sets the IB program apart is our attention to community service. And so to that end, Josh, I'm going to kick it back to you. What are you and your teammates working on for community service?
So for our community service project, my teammates and I are planning on launching a 6-week program aimed at elementary school students and exposing them to education in climate change, environmentalism, water conservation, water mindedness, and also like wildlife activism, specifically with pollination. And at the end of the 6-week course, after we kind of expose them to everything and look at the technologies and solutions that are already out there, we're going to actually teach them how to 3D model using skills that we have already learned through the opportunities that we have on campus. And at the end of the program, these students will have the opportunity to customize their own bee homes and actually like put them up in their own houses. And yeah, so that's my community service project, and it's still in the process and we're getting there. We're pretty soon to launching it, so it's nice.
A lot of our juniors and our seniors in the program, but when they were juniors, got kind of set back when a lot of our community service projects had to modify or pivot when we went to digital learning, as you might imagine. For the 9th and 10th grade, the community service component is being developed, but even this year with the new juniors and some of our seniors, we're starting to incorporate, draft in the 9th and 10th graders as sort of team members or almost like assistants for the 12th grade community service projects and things like that. So that's how we're seeing the younger younger kids get into it. Josh, we have a lot of students in IB who are in various programs like in teams, MUN, speech and debate, some athletes. I believe you're in on the science team, correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
Tell me a little bit, like, how does that work with your schedule? How does it, is there any overlap with IB, your activities there? Just take us through how that works for you a little bit.
Oh, well, there's actually a lot of overlap. I found that in my experience with IB biology and IB chemistry, a lot of the skills that I've been able to learn outside of the classroom have actually applied to the skills and subjects that we're learning inside of the classroom, and vice versa as well. As from my schedule, I think that IB, the nicer aspect of IB is that teachers in IB tend to collaborate with each other more, and they tend to be focusing on balancing our lifestyles, because most of us in IB tend to be students that strive for the best that we can be. So a lot of the teachers understand that, and because a lot of the courses are taken over a span of 2 years, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're any easier than AP course, but it definitely adds for an aspect of application, and it adds for an aspect of development that I think is extremely valuable, and I found it incredibly useful with my experience with science team as well.
Thanks, Josh. We have a question basically, is it too hard or is it wise to be in Academic and IB? I'll be honest, that is a huge time commitment. We have had students who have been a part of our academic decathlon team and part of the IB program. We've had students who stuck with both for their 11th and 12th grade year. And now with 9th through 10, I believe we have an academic decathlon student or two in the program currently. Yep. It's tough, but that's true for academic decathlon, period. It's a major time commitment. So that's going to be a challenge whether you're in IB or not. I think the real question there is, do the other aspects of IB interest you? Typically, the students in academic decathlon, they love research, they love studying and book learning, and IB is a little bit more than that. So if the other stuff isn't interesting, then I don't recommend IB for that student. If it's just about time, that's going to depend on the student. But to be honest, it would take the students who have done both tend to be pretty capable students, we'll say. Yeah. Good question. If we have any more questions in the Q&A, please feel free to add those in. Ms. Jimenez, I believe you were saying this presentation is going to be available to parents and people who attended or signed up?
Yes, you will also be getting an IB informational packet, and that will have contact information as well, so we can always follow up on questions if needed.
Yeah, and then in the springtime, for APIB night, we'll also talk specifically about the IB diploma program for 11th and 12th. That's for students when you're on the campus next year. Yeah.
Okay, so I do want to thank everyone for joining us. And again, just do not hesitate to reach out with any questions, and we'll be available.
Last question here. Is it a creative program? Yeah, you could say it's a creative program. We try to be creative. Is it creative arts? We have visual arts, and students also have chosen to pursue music and dance through the program as well. Although officially the only IB class we have is visual arts for the arts. We see students pursue sort of on their own if they have the experience for it, music, dance, and theater as well. So yeah, there's tons of room for creativity. Lots of ways to be creative with your academic interests, for sure. Yeah.
Okay. I think that was all our questions.
Yeah.
So thank you everyone again, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bye.